Good morning, Friday 2nd of May 2025. I've just left the village of Stagsden in Bedfordshire. I'm heading down this country road, and roughly about 50 miles that way of country roads, bridleways and footpaths is home. So this is a big adventure that I'm just setting out on. Let's go. Looks like the sun's having a go at burning off this cloud that was around this morning. Yeah, it's actually quite chilly, which is ironic because yesterday was the hottest 1st of May day, bit of a tongue twister there, hottest 1st of May day we've had in the UK. Temperatures were around 28 degrees in parts of the country. We had about 26 in Northamptonshire. Felt really pleasant. So as I say, yeah, I've left Stagsden behind now, which is in Bedfordshire. Then I'm walking this way towards Northamptonshire, and at times during this walk I'll be going through Buckinghamshire as well, so this is a long one. I'm really excited for this walk. I've been planning this for a few months now, so this is going to be the first time I've walked 2 long hikes on consecutive days, and it's also going to be the first time that I've camped during a hike. So yeah, basically early start this morning, woke up about 5 o'clock, got myself ready, and then I drove over to Denton, got there about sort of 25 to 7, and then I got the bus at 6:55, which took me from Denton to Stagsden. And yeah, so now I'm walking about 26 miles this way to Denton, which is sort of about the halfway point of this walk. It's about 50 miles, perhaps a little bit over. So yeah, when I get to Denton, my car's there, and I've got all the tent and sleeping bag and all the camping gear in there. I didn't want to carry it with me today. I want to travel nice and light. So yeah, the car's parked in Denton. So when I get to Denton, grab all the gear, and then there's a spot in Denton, well, just outside of Denton, field somewhere, where I'm going to camp. And then yeah, tomorrow pack all the gear away back into Denton, offload all the tent and the camping gear back into the car, and then I'll complete the second part of the walk, which is from Denton to Guilsborough back home. So yeah, there's a lot to learn here. I'm interested to see how I'm going to fare after day one, and if I'm going to be sore tomorrow with blisters and stuff. Hopefully not. So I'm hoping that day 2 will be comfortable. And yeah, really excited for this. So I'm going to push on. Four kilometres into the walk now. It's just gone 9 o'clock, and I've just taken a wrong turn. I was supposed to come to the other side of this ditch, But the footpaths in this opening section haven't been very clear, to be honest. So yeah, I'll forgive myself for getting lost. But yeah, I don't think I can cross over here. It's full of stingers and thorns, and so yeah, I've got to go back down this way, and then yeah, the crossing will be over there somewhere. But yeah, there you go, one of those things. Oh, I think I can cross over here. I don't know, this is dodgy. If I can get down here, then here we go. Here we go. Yeah, where's the he's gonna jump. Whee! Back on track. I'm gonna get past this field, and I'm gonna this dry soil is just collecting in my boots, so as soon as I get out of this field, I'm gonna take my boots off and empty them out so I don't get any blisters. Right, I'm out of that field, so time to empty the boot of all its contents that I gathered in that field. These hiking boots are awesome. The only problem I had, they've got this bit at the back, which is supposed to propel your feet and act as a bit of cushioning. They're great, but I find that a lot of dirt gathers on there and it flicks up, ends up in your boots. So when you go across terrain like that, like that fine soily stuff you get on the edge of fields, it does tend to gather in the boots. So I'm just emptying them out, because keeping my feet in good nick is crucial for this hike. If I can keep them in good nick on day one, it's going to make day two a lot more comfortable. If I get blisters on day one, then day two is going to be a bit of a struggle. So it's quite important to keep them in good nick. I've got a new pair of, check out this lovely design with my sock. Great socks, Down Tough socks they are. That's the brand. They are Down Tough as well. They're they'll set you back about £28 a pair, but they're brilliant for preventing blisters. So thoroughly recommend them. So yeah, I'm going to just empty my boots out, and I might have a little bite to eat, and then I'll set off. I've got plenty of time today, because I don't really want to get to camp until about 8 o'clock. I don't want to get there too early, because obviously wild camping's illegal in England, so I don't want to be on the farmer's field for that long. So yeah, 8 o'clock I'm aiming to get to camp, so yeah, I can take my time today. Just had a little chuckle to myself. I'm just walking down this footpath here, just getting some miles under my belt, and I've put my selfie stick in here just so I can crack on. And I've just realised it looks a bit dodgy down there. So if somebody comes past up ahead, I'll have to move that so I don't scare them. I've got the first dicey bit of this walk coming up. I'm heading down this footpath, and you can probably see it and hear it in the distance. That is the A428 road. It's the main road from Bedford to Northampton. Very busy, and this footpath goes the other side of the hedge at the end of this field, and then I've got to kind of walk up the side of the A428 for about 300 metres, and it's quite dicey because it's literally, the verge is probably not even a metre, and it's on the left hand side, so the traffic is going to be coming up behind me. I don't feel too at ease about this, so what I think I'll do is, when I get down to the gap in the hedge, I'm going to walk up the field side of the hedge and just see if there's a gap a little bit further up, so I don't have to do too much walking along the side of that busy road. So yeah, hopefully there's a gap, and it'll all be okay. No, it's not looking good. I'm gonna have to, yep, there's a ditch there full of stingers, so yeah, I'm gonna have to walk the road side of this hedge. So yeah, I'm gonna have to pay attention here. I'll bring you back in a bit. Sorted. Well done, Jimmy boy. Good stuff. I'm heading that way, but I'm just going to be a bit nosy and I just want to see what's underneath this bridge. Nothing. Looks like a disused rail line. Eight and a half kilometres into the walk now. I survived a busy A428. Wasn't actually too bad in the end. I just had to make sure that when cars were coming up behind me, I stopped, got well out of the way. So yeah, it was all good. So yeah, I think it's coming up to about 10:30. I think I'm going to stop for a sandwich in a minute, have some water, and empty the boots out again. They've collected a bit more debris and stuff. So I feel like this day could go either way. Like we've got this cloud up here, but then over here is a bit more blue sky. That's actually the way I'm heading this way towards the village of Stevington, but then I'm going to loop round and start heading this way towards Northamptonshire. So yeah, it could either end up being like a bit of an overcast, gloomy day, or the sun may burn all that cloud off and it may end up being glorious. So we don't know yet, but yeah, I'm going to stop for a bite. Just about to set off. I've just sat down for about half hour, had a bite to eat and listened to Popmaster, the nation's favourite quiz. Quite poor today. I only got 9 points in round 1 and 15 in round 2, so not the best, but there you go. Yeah, it kind of looks like the old sun's working its magic at burning off the clouds. So that's good. So yeah, I'm just setting off now, heading towards the village of Stevington. This is fantastic. I love this so much. I mean, there's something great about just having a backpack or everything you need for the day and just heading out into the countryside. I mean, my life is fantastic really. I'm so grateful for everything, you know, but when I put the backpack on and walking down these footpaths, everything just feels so much lighter. It's lovely, can't beat it. So yeah, I'm having a tremendous day so far. .5 kilometres into the water now. As you can see, the cloud has well and truly burnt off now. It's feeling absolutely fantastic. I'm getting a bit sweaty, so I'll take the top off soon. I'm just approaching the village of Stevington. The scenery around here is absolutely gorgeous, like rolling fields, lush crop, and yeah, it's really pleasant. How cool is that? This is the Stevington Windmill, an 18th century windmill, the last complete one in Bedfordshire, and it was used commercially until 1939, grinding cattle feed. What a wonderful building. Such an awesome windmill, I love it. I've been here a few times before. I've been on a couple of occasions to take photographs, and then I came here for the first time with my wife when we first started dating about 10 years ago. Just on a nice day out, so we've passed here and we thought, oh, let's go and check it out. So yeah, when I started routing this walk a few months ago, I saw that the footpaths were passing through Stevington, so I thought I've got to stop off at the windmill on the way through. And yeah, really cool. Got some info here about the windmill if you'd like to read it. Just had some water, just taken in the windmill, and now it's time to move on by windmill. So now I'm going to just walk through the village of Stevington, and then I'm heading back out into the fields. How cool. The windmill's just come back into view again. Just currently walking down this footpath. Look at this sky. Jesus, it's turned out wonderful. It's still actually quite chilly. I've still got the jacket on, believe it or not, because the wind is a little bit chilly. I just looked at the weather and it's the wind direction's like a northeasterly wind, so that explains why it's got a bit of a chill to it. But yeah, at least the clouds burn off. Beautiful day now. Pass through Stevington now. If you look closely, you can just about make out the windmill. Just over there. Yeah, that was a lovely little village. Lots of little alleyways and cut-throughs and stuff. I love all that kind of stuff. As you can see, the jackets come off and also the caps come off. It feels like the wind's dropped a little bit, so it does feel a lot warmer now. So yes, I'm heading back out into the fields, heading towards the village of Turvey. So my phone's a bit low on battery, so I'm going to get my head down for about half hour and charge up the phone. So yeah, pushing on. Good afternoon, ladies. I think this is my favourite bit of the walk so far. The weather's absolutely stunning. I'm walking alongside this woodland area, sorry. And you won't be able to see it, they're so far away, but right on the horizon, I mean, they're tiny little specks. There's some wind turbines, which are the ones at Cold Ashby, I think. And they're absolutely miles away. And that's the next village up from Gills, but that's where I'm heading. And I keep fooling myself. I keep thinking this is a one-day hike, but then I'm forgetting that it's actually a 2-day. So yeah, this is new territory for me, this camping whilst hiking. I'm looking forward to it. Right, I'm just taking a bit of shelter under this tree, just to get out the sun for a bit. Just stopping for a can of Sprite. It's still nice and chilled. Got a cool bag here and I put an ice pack in it so it keeps my drinks nice and cool well into the walk. So yeah, I'm about 12 miles in, I'd say. A little bit of fatigue's kicking in, nothing too major at the minute, but yeah, the last couple of miles have been stunning. Some of the best countryside on the walk so far, just lush fields, like woodland areas. It was really nice. So yeah, I'm having a lovely time so far. Oh, is that belly? Oh, I need to go on a diet. I'm about to cross over the A428 again. Hopefully it's not as busy this time. Wow. Absolutely stunning scenery. Gorgeous. "26 kilometres into the walk now. It's about 4 o'clock. yeah, it's going really well. The last couple of hours I've just got into my stride and covered quite a lot of distance in a short period of time. So yeah, you can do that. Once you get in a rhythm, you can, even though you're only walking, you can cover some great distance. So I'm just going to stop for a sock change. Another new pair of down tough socks. I love their funky designs. They're cool. I was quite lucky with these socks. I've got 2 pairs of down tough socks at home, two old pairs, which yeah, 2 pairs will cover you for like a 25-mile walk. So because this is a 2-day walk, I thought I need to order another couple of pairs. So I ordered them last week, and they were shipped from Netherlands. And I didn't hear anything. I thought, oh God, I'm not going to get them in time. And then literally yesterday morning, I received an email saying my down tough socks were due to be delivered yesterday, which was great. So yeah, luckily I got them. So yeah, I'm just going to have a bit of water. It's really hot. So yeah, just go relax for 5 minutes, have a bit of water, change my socks, and then I'm pushing on across the fields towards Lavenden. It's amazing what a fresh pair of socks can do to lift morale, you know. A little bit of fatigue was kicking in before I stopped, but fresh pair of socks and I'm ready to go again. So yeah, I've had a couple of Satsuma wrestlers, a few other little snacks, and yeah, I'm feeling replenished and ready to push on. Let's go. It's about 5 o'clock, and for the 3rd time today I've just passed over the A428, just back there. Got over okay, and yeah, I'm in Buckinghamshire at the moment, but I don't think I'm too far away from crossing over into Northamptonshire. So yeah, it's just starting to feel like the walk's in its sort of latter stages now, which is a nice feeling. Bit of a bugger though, because the last sort of few bits of footage I've captured, the microphone ran out of battery. I didn't realise, so it recorded stuff, but there was no audio with it. But luckily with the my microphone set, I've got 2, so just put this one on. So we're back in business. But yeah, bit of a bugger, but there you go. So yeah, pushing on out. Right, Farmer John hasn't kept on top of his footpath very well. It's full of stingers, so I've slipped into my waterproof trousers to navigate my way through them. So yeah, that'll save me getting stung. I'm just about to cross over the A509, which is the road which takes you into Wellingborough. Quite a busy road. And I don't know if you can see, no, probably not. The traffic's crawling. Heading into Wellingborough, so something's obviously happened, so hopefully someone's kind enough and they let me across so I don't have to stand there for ages. That's the stingers and the crawling traffic dealt with. A good egg waved me across, fair play to him. So yeah, pushing on towards the charming hamlet of Easton Maudit now. Good news is I know the footpath's pretty much all the way back to Guilsborough from here, so I don't have to keep referring to the map, which I've been having to do a lot today because I've been walking down footpaths I've never gone down before. So yeah, I know the way all the way back home now. So that's good. What isn't good is it's looking quite cloudy over there, like sort of like it could rain. I mean, it's not in the forecast or anything, but you can't always trust the forecast. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens there. I have got a poncho and waterproof trousers if it happens, but yeah, we'll see. Rain on the way. Those poor buggers, man. Stuck in the traffic on a Friday evening. That sucks. I've come off the fields momentarily to walk through this wooded area. It's very peaceful. As long as there's no one in that tower down there with a rifle about to have a pop at me. I've seen so many muntjacs today. It's great to see. Just passed through Easton Maudit, and now I'm just walking on one of my favourite roads. I love it around here. It's like gorgeous countryside. When I'm working in the area, which I do regularly, I park next to this tree, and yeah, just taking these views. I love it. Yeah, sadly there's proposals for a big solar panel farm, which is going to spread across Northamptonshire, and one of the sites is actually on this field here, which kind of follows the road down. But luckily, the view from that pylon, I think the field where that pylon is, there's not going to be any solar panels in there, if it goes ahead, that is. So at least this nice part of the view won't be affected. But yeah. I'm pushing on towards Yardley, Hastings now. Got a huge cloud bubbling up all the way over there. That's the sort that would produce a bit of thunder. Hopefully not, but yeah, looks impressive. 7 o'clock, so we're into the last hour and a half or so of daylight. It's a really pleasant evening actually. The cloud that was rolling in is kind of, it's not too bad. So yeah, it still feels quite pleasant. I'm just walking down this grassy area towards the village of Yardley, Hastings. Yeah, I'm getting a bit peckish. So there's a Indian takeaway in Yardley, so I've ordered a Indian for collection. So yeah, I'm looking forward to tucking into that. It's going to be lovely. I may even get a couple of beers from the shop next door, we'll see. Right, I've grabbed my curry and I've passed through Yardley and I'm heading up this footpath. I'm going to stop up here somewhere and tuck in. Oh, I'm starving. It's going to be lovely. One of my oldest friends works in the Indian. He's their delivery driver, and he was on a shift tonight, so he was in there. I had a chat with him. He lives in Denton, and he offered to. I said I'm camping in Denton, somewhere around Denton, and he said, "What time are you setting off tomorrow?" I said around 6 in the morning probably, and he's like, "I'll make sure I'm up and come round and have a coffee before you set off," which is very kind of him. We'll see if he's up that early. This is bloody lovely, this is. So I've got a, what's it, a garlic king prawn tandoori. Got some onion badgers in there, and then a peshwari naan. It's going down the right tree. Just had my Indian, it was very tasty. Couldn't finish it all though. But yeah, it was good. That's put a bit of fuel in me. So I'm just passing over the avenue at Castle Ashby. Massive avenue leading up to Castle Ashby House, sorry. Northamptonshire is known as the county of spires and squires, I believe, for all its like churches and stately homes. So that's one of them. So imagine that as your driveway. So yeah, I'm pushing on towards the small village of Chadstone. Now I think I've only got about another 3 kilometres before I get to where I'll be camping, so that's good. Almost there now. Wow. Doesn't look as great on the camera, but yeah, the sun's just setting below that cloud. That's fantastic. The lonely tree, one of my favourite landscape photography subjects. I've taken loads of photographs of that tree over the years. It's a beauty. Right, I've literally got about a kilometre, maybe a kilometre and a half to go back to Denton. This footpath goes up the side of the stream into the village, so I'm very nearly there. My dilemma now is the spot where I was planning on camping. I'm now not sure about it because I've noticed last couple of days, and certainly today, there's a lot of tractors in the fields spraying the crops with fertiliser and stuff. And where I'm going to camp, it's kind of set away, so it's a really nice spot out the way of everyone. But it is on the edge of a field with crops in it, so I don't really want to risk, because farmers, they'll work through the night, so I don't want to be fast asleep and then a tractor comes in the field spraying it with pesticides and stuff. So there is a recreation ground in Denton with a field behind it, which is like a bit of a dog walking field, which is kind of set behind some trees, so I could pitch the tent up there and I'll just get a better night's sleep knowing that I ain't going to get run over by a tractor in the middle of the night. So I think I'm leaning towards that. I'm going to get to Denton, have a look. I'll listen out for some tractors, but I'm kind of leaning towards it. I'm quite tired now, so I do want to get a good night's sleep so I'm fresh for tomorrow's hike. So I'll see what happens, but yeah, nearly in Denton now. It's pretty dark now. I think I'm going to be setting the tent up in the dark, but it's okay. I've got a torch, so it's a pop-up tent anyway, so you can get it up in a couple of minutes. So yeah, I've just gone up to the top of the village to scout out the field where I think I'm going to set up, which is next to the dog walking field. There were sheep in there, but however there is a field next to that one with no sheep, so that could be the option. So yeah, I'm just walking up out of Denton and then down a little footpath back to the car. This is This is called the Wiston Road, quite a steep climb. And believe it or not, I've actually seen a guy drunk, passed out on a 3-seater sofa with wheelie bin wheels on the bottom of it, rolling down this hill back into the village. I'll perhaps tell you a bit more about that later on if I remember. Yeah, nearly there now. There's my car. Hello, my friend. Good to see you. Right, I'm in my tent. Quite cosy. I'm keeping my voice down because I'm not far from the vicarage in Denton. It's about 100 yards that way, so I don't want to be too loud. Yeah, I'm all ready for bed. I'm absolutely knackered. The walk was just under 45 kilometres in the end, so yeah, it's quite a big one. And yeah, tomorrow we're looking at about 25 miles, I think. I might take a few detours and shave a few miles off, just because, you know, it was quite a long walk today, so the body's taking a bit of a battering. But I don't feel terrible. My feet were a little bit sore, no blisters though, which is good. My shoulders are a bit sore from obviously carrying the backpack all day, but that's it. So I'm pleased with that. Yeah, I'm kind of on the farmer's field. It's like a livestock field, but there's no livestock in it at the minute. There's another field next to it with sheep in it, but so yeah, with that in mind, I'm thinking of setting off at about 5ish, just get out before the day gets going, before people wake up and stuff. And yeah, hopefully tomorrow's going to be a nice walk without too much problems, because finding the camp was a bit of a nightmare. I went to camp in the dog walking field at the bottom of the recreation ground, so I was walking down then and I heard some kids in the trees like mucking about, so I had to abort that, get back in the car, and then I just came down the street and I thought, right, this field will do. So yeah, I'm all set up now, I'm comfortable, and I need some sleep, so I'll see you in the morning. Morning, 4:30. The first of the birds have just started singing, so I didn't sleep that great, to be honest, but I did it, which feels good. My first camp, but yeah, I'm going to slowly get packed up and then get day 2 underway. I'll bring you back in a bit. Right, so that's the tent all packed away. I've still got my end bin from last night hanging on this bush. I'll find a bin for it. Yeah, it's It's looking pretty drab over there, but I kind of think that's moving away. I think this is what we've got coming. So yeah, hopefully we'll have a nice day. So yeah, I'm going to get this stuff back to the car, which is literally just about 100 yards that way, and then I'll drive to the place I parked yesterday and freshen up, get my clothes on, my hiking clothes that is, and yeah, set off. The sun is rising. Quarter to 6 and I'm on the road. I'm leaving Denton behind. There's the sunrise, absolutely gorgeous. Yes, interesting night. Didn't sleep that great, to be honest. Yeah, it was my first time camping in about 10 years, and yeah, I didn't feel at ease being on Farmer's Field. So I was tossing and turning all night. That's why I've woke up early and just set off early. So yeah, I'm glad I did it though. It was like good experience, and I'll definitely do it again. But I just have to think more about where I camp in the future. So yeah, I've set off. Physically, I'm feeling good. The shoulders are a bit tight, but no blisters, that was the important thing. Feet were a little sore, but yeah, nothing major. So I think I'm in good shape for today's walk. Yeah, I just went to pack the tent away because I was quite close. Where those tall trees are, just there. That's the vicarage is there, the old vicarage, and I was camping quite close to that. So when I packed the tent away, I wanted to be as quiet as possible, and I was getting changed and whatnot. So I packed everything into the car, and then I drove up just outside the village and just got changed, brushed my teeth, had a quick wash in that, and yeah, and then drove down to our park yesterday, and now I've set off. So yeah, we're looking at about 25 miles a day, perhaps a bit under, because I can take a couple of detours to save me a few miles, which I'm probably going to do, to be honest. So bring it on. Just coming down this footpath now, heading towards the village of Cogenhoe. So behind these trees was where I was originally supposed to camp, so I was going to come down here and then walk along this hedgerow, and then yeah, there's like a little clearing in the corner of that field, the other side of those trees. But as I say, there were so many tractors around yesterday fertilising, so I just had these horrible thoughts of like me being asleep in the night and then a tractor starting working in that field. So I thought let's not camp there. So yeah, that was supposed to be the original camp. Right, this is the last view I'll have looking towards Denton. I can see somebody's walking across the field over there, probably walking their dog. That's the first person I've seen today. So But yeah, bye bye Denton. I'm going through a gap in this hedge. I'm heading down towards Cogenhoe. Gonna walk through the pocket park. Got some cracking views here. Let's say you can just see the Brayfield Church poking out the top of those trees. Then when I pan round here, got views looking out over towards Northampton. So in the centre of the screen, you can just make out the floodlights at the county ground, the cricket ground in Northampton, and then there's a church spire there, which is it's a huge church down near Kingsley, I believe, just down past the White Elephant pub. And then yeah, you pan around here, and then you see some warehouses in the centre screen. I think that's Moulton Park. And yeah, around here you've got, you can just about see the village of Earlsbarton in the centre of the screen. So yeah, lovely views. I'm perking up a bit. I think the sun's warming me up a little bit. So despite being massively sleep deprived, I'm actually feeling quite energetic. I've left the village of Cogenhoe behind now. I'm just heading down this track. I've got my first detour coming up. I've hiked, this is the third time I've actually hiked this route. The last time I did it was September on a hike that I titled Weather the Storm. That's where I had to take shelter from a big thunderstorm in a church. So yeah, that was the last time I walked this one. Yeah, I'm about just approaching 5k into the walk now. So usually if I was doing a normal route, I would walk down this path here towards, this goes alongside the A45 towards the village of Elsbarton. However, I can go up here, which is going to take me more direct to Ecton, and I think that's probably saving about 2 miles, because what I'd do is usually I'd walk, yeah, like I say, about a mile this way towards Elsbarton, then I'd loop round and head back towards Ecton. The reason I do that is because there's the fields in between Elsbarton and Ecton, there's some stunning views looking over the Nen Valley Way. However, because I had the big hike yesterday and I'm a bit fatigued, I'm going to take this shorter route and save me about 2 miles. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. Yeah, the sun's starting to warm me up now, which is lovely. So yeah, it's going well so far, despite the obvious aches and pains. I don't feel too bad.
Time 1 hour, 30 minutes, 40 seconds. Total distance,
Yeah, I know.
kilometers.
Yeah,
18
yeah.
minutes,
Yeah, I know.
seconds per kilometer. Split pace, 18
Yeah,
minutes,
yeah.
7 seconds per kilometer.
I was just telling him that. Every time I go to do a piece of camera, you always interrupt me now. Please stop it.
I'm going loopy. Just passed through the village of Ecton and I'm heading down towards Sywell Reservoir now. I'm making really good time. I mean, it's 25 to 8, so to almost be at Sywell Reservoir, that's brilliant. I think based on this pace I might be home by sort of mid-afternoon, which is fantastic. Yeah, I'm definitely noticing I haven't got much in the tank, as much in the tank today as yesterday, which is understandable. And when I planned this hike, I did kind of think that day one was going to be the more leisurely, taking it all in kind of walk, whereas day two it would be that kind of endurance, just getting home as quick as you can kind of hike. So yeah, I've got another detour coming up shortly, which I think is going to save about another 1.5, maybe 2 miles. So to shave 4 miles off the total distance on day two is really good. So I'm going to push on. It's yeah, the sun's warming up now, so I've taken the coat off, got the shades on, so it's actually, yeah, it's a beautiful day. Actually feels a bit warmer than yesterday, so that's nice. Good morning, ladies. Hello. Let's come around the back here. Hello. 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 Take care. Bless him. See you later. I'm approaching the entrance to Sywell Reservoir now. It's funny walking down this road and I'm getting flashbacks to the hike last September it was at about this point, sorry, where the skies behind me were turning really dark. I'd heard my first rumble of thunder. I looked on my lightning tracker app on my phone, and there was loads of lightning heading up this way. Okay guys, I just heard my first rumble of thunder. Just looked on the lightning tracker app, and there's active lightning within 13 miles of me now. So I was just sat and thinking, right, I'm gonna have to find shelter somewhere here. So yeah, luckily I got up to the village of Mears Ashby and took shelter in the church just before the heavens opened. It was, yeah, just before the heavens opened, and I sat in the church for about an hour, and this thunderstorm was going off overhead, like just loads of lightning and thunder. It was quite scary actually, but good fun at the same time. Breakfast with a view. Just over 10 kilometres into the walk now. I've walked past Sywell Reservoir. That was that's where I took another detour. Usually I'd walk, there's a footpath going up these fields here, go up to Mears Ashby, and then I'd come down here, so it'd be like whereas you can't really see Sywell Reservoir, but I've just come straight across, so it's, yeah, I reckon it saved me about 2 miles, so that's good. So I'm pushing on to the village of Sywell now. I'm making really good time. I'm thinking could be home maybe 2 o'clock, so the wife will be happy to see me. Well, I assume she will. She might be like, oh, you're back. We'll see. I'm just going to stop for 5 minutes, let my feet air out. I'm just sat on this log. Yeah, I'll have a bit of food and some water. Yeah, I'm thinking I might change my socks as well, because I set off at like 5:30. All the crops were full of dew, and it's made my socks quite wet, so I can just feel what feels like the start of blisters kicking in. So I think, yeah, if I change my socks, that's going to help. And yeah, it's going really well. I'm pushing on towards the village of Holcot now. I've got like a section in the fields about 3 miles across to Holcot, and then once I get through Holcot, I'm going around my second reservoir of the day, Pitsford Water. That's about an hour around there, and then I'm on to sort of Merrytom Lane, and I'm really looking at home then. So yeah, it's going fantastically well. I am feeling really tired now. I think I slept for like 1.5 hours last night. I can't remember if I mentioned that this morning, but yeah, so I am quite sleep deprived, so yeah, I am feeling it, but that's part of the challenge, isn't it? So yeah, I'm going to push on. That change of socks feels a lot nicer. I removed the insoles.
4
Yeah.
hours, 20 minutes.
You're interrupting me
57
again.
seconds. Total distance 15.0 kilometers. Average pace 17 minutes 23 seconds per kilometer. Split pace 18 minutes 45 seconds per kilometer.
Yeah, that change of socks feels a lot nicer. I took the insoles out as well, and some grit had got underneath the insoles, and that's what was causing the problem. So I gave them a proper clean out, fresh pair of socks, and it feels a lot nicer. Another unfortunate gripe or problem, whatever, is I'm starting to get a bit of chafing on the old botty valley. So I'm kind of walking a bit like John Wayne. But there you go. Can't be helped. Right, so yeah, I'm approaching the A43. This is a bloody busy road, so hopefully I can get across, you know, easily. Don't have to stand around for minutes on end waiting for a space. But yeah, it is a busy road, so I'll see how I get on here. Sweet! Here's the solar panel farm that I was talking about yesterday evening, just outside of Easton Maudit. So yeah, as I say, it's the proposal is like 9 separate sites stretching right across Northamptonshire. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a blot on the landscape. Making good progress around Pitsford Water. I think another 20 minutes and I'll be off it and heading up to Merry Tom Lane. It's really busy around here, lots of cyclists, joggers and dog walkers and whatnot, but can't blame them on a day like today. It's absolutely stunning. Right, I'm almost done along Pitsford Water now, so I made good progress there. In these closing stages of the walk, I'm breaking it down into stints, so I'm looking at it like Pitsford Water's pretty much done now, and then there's a stint from Merry Tom Lane over to Chapel Brampton, and then from Chapel Brampton down the fields to Teeton, and then Teeton down the Teeton Road to Gilsborough. So the last few stints now. Feels good. I'm pushing on. Right, I've just walked along Merry Tom Lane, well the first part of it anyway. It is such a cool lane. Not only is the name great, but it's so, I love it. Just this like winding lane with these lovely hedgerows on either side, going down the valley and up the other side. It's fantastic. So yeah, I'm going to stop for a quick bite to eat. I'm getting a bit peckish, so, and then I'll push on towards Chapel Brampton. Right, I'm in the fields in between Chapel Brampton and Teeton, so I haven't got all that far to go, and I'm glad because my bottom, the chafing it's red raw. It's really painful. I need to get home and get some Sudocrem on my body. Yeah, I'm just pushing through as best as I can now. Just thinking about how nice it's going to be to get home, and I'm going to have a shower, and I think I'm going to get my head down for a couple of hours and have a sleep because I'm shattered. So yeah, that's keeping me going at the minute. He's got the right idea. Can I borrow your bike, please, mate? Get home quicker. I'm walking down this hill very, very gingerly. My feet are like, mate, what are you doing? Stop. Yeah, there's a lot of discomfort now. I think most painful is the bottom, the chafing. Yeah, and second is the shoulders. They're pretty sore now, just with these straps, like weighing it down for the last 70, however many kilometres. And then yeah, third in the pain rating is the feet. They're pretty sore, but no blister. Well, there might be a few small blisters, but nothing major, so that's fantastic. I'll soon be coming off the last field, and then it's roads all the way back home, so that's encouraging news. I think that an epic adventure like this needs some in-depth analysis. So, do I regret it? Absolutely not. I rarely regret any of my hikes. I remember the first one I did back in 2021. It was well, the first lot. I've always done walking, but the first long sort of 25 plus mile one. Did a Denton to Gills, brought back, yeah, as I say, in August 2021, my first big one. And I remember the last 10 kilometres, I was just like, why did I do this? What an idiot. No, this is stupid. I was struggling so bad, and then got home and I was like, never again, never again. And then once all the pain settled and the emotion of it settled, like the very next day I thought, that was epic. I enjoyed that so much. So no, I rarely regret a hike. I regret elements of this hike, but not the hike in general. The things I do regret, is the distance I've done on both days. I think, because this is the first time I've done consecutive hikes, hikes on consecutive days, I think 25 plus miles is perhaps a bit too much. And what happens is you end up not enjoying it, like especially the latter stages of the hike, you don't really enjoy it. So if I was to do it again, I'd probably look at more 20 miles, maybe 18 or something. So that's one thing I'd change. Another thing is I'd get new underwear, because these Sondico Sports Direct jobbies just can't do these long hikes, and I'm paying the price for that now. And also another thing I'd look into is camping locations. I think it's a hurdle I've got to get over if I'm going to do these like multi-day hikes. I've got to be at ease just camping anywhere. Like last night, I just been on the farmer's field. I just didn't feel at ease, and it affected my sleep. So I need to look at change. I don't know just perhaps just persevere, keep doing it, and then I'll be more at ease with it, or something like that. But yeah, we'll see. I've certainly enjoyed it, and I will definitely do more of this style hiking, the multi-day ones. But as I say, just less miles each day, and new underwear, and just look at that camping scenario, just see if I can get on top of that. But yeah, apart from that, I mean, I have been in pain for large portions of today, but I think 85% of this hike I've thoroughly enjoyed. It's been brilliant. The weather's, I must admit, the weather's not been, yesterday afternoon was lovely, but I mean, it's cloudy again now, but there's just both days there's been quite a chilly breeze, and it's just, so I'm in a jacket. I'd like to be in my t-shirt now, just soaking up the sun, but that's one of those things, you can't help that. But on the whole, a fantastic experience. And I'm going to sound a bit like a wang here, but I feel I've learnt a lot about myself, about multi-day hiking, and I think I'll look back on this experience with a lot of fond memories once the pain and the fatigue and the emotions of it settle. So can't complain at all. So yeah, I'm coming off this last field now, and then it's roads back home. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, lovely Guilsborough. Oh, I'm so chuffed to see that right in the centre of the screen, just to the right of that tree near the telegraph pole. You can just see Guilsborough church spire. That is such a beautiful sight. About 200 yards from there, for me, is a nice shower and a cosy bed. Oh, it's amazing to see that after about 77 kilometres, passing through 3 counties. That is a brilliant sight. I'm actually a little bit emotional seeing that. That is fantastic. I'm so nearly there now. So yeah, this cluster of houses is Teeton. That's where I'm heading, and then Teeton Road back to Guilsborough. Bloody lovelies. Come on. I'm doing a bit backwards walking and I haven't finally gone mad. I find that when I do long hikes, because I'm walking forward for so many hours, when I get home it makes me feel really dizzy, like I stop and I still feel like I'm going forward. It's really strange. So I'm doing this just to counteract that. So yeah, I think about a mile left now. Feels like the aches and pains have subsided a bit, so I don't know if that's adrenaline or my pain receptors have tried to do me over, but I've just gone jog on. Never gone, fair enough. Let me go, lads. I don't know, but yeah, I actually don't feel too bad right now. Right, I'm probably not even 10 minutes from home now, so I'll wrap this one up. What an absolutely epic adventure it's been. I've learnt a lot. It's had its challenges, but it's also had its fantastic moments as well. And I really enjoyed all that it's thrown at me. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. My subscribe count had a bit of a boom after the last couple of videos, which is really good to see. And yeah, drop me a comment. I don't get many comments, so it would be lovely to interact with you. And yes, I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Honey, I'm home.